Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Aire CSO, which stands for Compression Spring Operator. This is used for the RHL roof hatch, is what it is. This is a steel tube. I might say that it is an old style tube where the boot on the sidewall has a pin that fits into this hole. We'll do a visual tour of all of the items included, and then we will take some dimensions. So we indeed have the two telescoping tubes. We've got the upper tube and the lower tube. This is, of course, going to bolt to a bracket that would be attached to your lid. That bracket is not included with this. A couple of telescoping tubes, got a welded cap on at the bottom with that hole drilled in it. Then we have that bottom boot that obviously this is going to fit into as it operates. You're going to have the spring naturally. You're then going to have all of your fasteners. You'll need, I think, just 5. You'll need 4 for the sidewall. And then the bolt up to the bracket on the underside of the lid. Probably 3/8, 16 is the thread type there. There are 5 self-drilling screws in the package. I don't see where you're going to use a 5th. So 4 would be normal. I did forget, of course, the washer that would be necessary for the mounting to the lid. If anything, I would expect there to be 2 washers, but only 1 is included. I would likely add a second washer myself. It's not uncommon for a roof hatch manufacturer to miss a screw or to ship too many screws. That's what we're dealing with there. Now let's go over some dimensional properties. Let's start from the bottom up. That boot overall width is 2 inch. Overall height is 2 inch. Projection from the sidewall 2 inch as well, and you can see that pin is at about 1.5 inches. Length of that pin looks like it's about 1 5/16 inches. Let's take a look at the tubes themselves. I don't know what they will measure when the unit is closed or when it's open and then held open by its hold open bracket, that the automatic hold open arm. So I can give you the individual components, and then we're going to take dimensions of the spring itself. Overall length of the bottom tube. The tube itself is about 9 inch. Got that cap on the bottom. The upper tube itself, again, about 9 inch. Okay. Let's go with some diameters. The smaller tube diameter, .387, 1.387 outside diameter. Outside diameter of the upper tube, 1.518, 1.518. Roughly speaking, the material thickness of the tubes is about 0.050. Now the spring, since the caliper is in hand, let's go with the thickness, the wire thickness, 0.163, 0.163 wire thickness. It's going to have an outside diameter 1.178, 1.178. Overall length of the spring, about 18 13/16. Okay. So it won't take very much movement to get everything seated together. You have to manhandle it a little bit to get it put down and then bolted down, but this is what you're dealing with. So the question is, which lifting mechanism do you need? Hard to say. The way to determine that is to know which roof hatch model you're dealing with. A serial number is the sure way to obtain that information, because with the serial number we can...
Check it out.
we can contact the manufacturer and ask them to tell us the bill of materials. What was used when they, in most instances we can, what was used when the unit was built. They might require some additional information like the depth of the roof hatch, then the width, and what is the composition of the lid. Is it steel or is it aluminum? Knowing the size and the composition of the lid and maybe some photographs, that will generally allow them to really hone in on what is needed. But from the other perspective, if you have an unknown roof hatch, compression spring operator or lifting mechanism or shock, and it matches this dimensionally, okay, then I would think that you're in really good shape with understanding that this is the replacement for your unit. I've certainly seen this design installed on other roof hatches, so it is certainly going to work on other units in RHL as well. And there is a link below this video to the document called Specification Sheet. It's really a tech sheet of the roof hatch itself, the RHL. Will give you an idea of what's installed on it as standard. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pick up not only all of the Lane Aire products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Lane Aire CSO for the RHL or any other Lane Aire product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.